And let's open up the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is pretty much the equivalent of what Excel is on the Microsoft Office suite. So I just double clicked on that. First thing I always like to point out to everybody on a spreadsheet is controlling the width of these columns. And this is telling me that there is an update available. I am not going to do it right now, but if you bring your mouse here in between the letters here that define these columns, if I go there until these two little arrows appear, hold the button down and drag it, I can control the size of cells. That's the first important thing to learn about working with spreadsheets. The other thing that I like to tell people is always use line number 1 for header columns. For example, let's put the word here, item, and let's put here cost. Let's put here amount. And make the next column total. And I am doing this for a reason, but you'll see that in a minute. If I go here and I drag this, you go over this little corner right here, and the X appears. I hold it down and drag that across. It'll make everything the same word. You see what happened there? I don't want to do that, but so I hit the reverse, the same one, the undo button, very similar to the word processor we just demonstrated. But if I go here to the 1 and click on it, you see how everything gets highlighted across. At this point, I can edit everything up here with one command. First thing I like to do when I'm putting in the header, I like to make it bold, and I like to center it so it's easier to see, and it differentiates the heading from everything else. Let me make this smaller again. So I am going to put a few items here like car, house, electric, insurance, and I am just going to give these things costs. I'm going to do 1,000. Houses cost 2,000. We wish, right? It's spelled electric. By the way, if you click on the box, you see how it comes up here? If I click up here, you can edit this very easily, just like you would in any word processor. So let's make that 50. Let's make insurance 100. And let's say I want 2 cars, 1 house, 4 electrics, and 2 insurances. Now here, if I click on this box right here, I can put in a formula. It's basic math, the formulas, and how you start a formula, always you use the equal sign, which is telling at this point, this program, that I am about to write a formula. You see how this changed right here. Okay. I am going to click on this box right here. I want to tell it to multiply by the amount. So I hit the multiplication symbol and I click on this box. So at this point, my formula is complete. How I make that formula execute, that function, you can hit the enter key, or you can just click on this check mark right here, accept. I'm going to click on the check mark. So it multiplied this by this and gave it to me here. Now, do I have to write all these formulas all over again? No. These programs are smart. They will automatically adjust by row to give it the same functions that I did on that top row. So I go to the little symbol here at the end of the box, hold the button down and drag it down to how far I want it to do that function, and I let it go. So it just repeated that function, but it was intelligent. You see how it moved to the number 5 here and to the number 5 here. So it performed that smart function there. Let's say I want to add all these right here. It's very simple. I just click on the empty box right below it. You see this symbol here? They make it easy for you. You just click on that once. It's telling you here what it's going to sum, D2 through D5. It puts a little highlight around it. If I click on the check mark to accept it, it just totaled everything for me. So that is just a basic demonstration of some of the little math things that you can do here. Very handy to create personal budgets or house budgets or keep track of expenses or simple bookkeeping functions for a club or an organization you might belong to. Very handy. Of course, you can save it just like you would with anything else that you're creating. You can open it again and keep adding to it and so on. A couple of other little functions. The same thing here, you can control, like in the word processing, the type of font that you use, the size of the font, and so on. But here, let's do this. I want this column. I'm going to drag this. I clicked on the first one and dragged everything down to highlight them. And you see here, you can make this currency or use percentage or control the number of decimal points right here. But I am going to make it a currency right here. So I just click on that once. As you can see, it turned it into currency. It gave it 2 decimal points. Okay, I'm going to highlight them again because I don't want the 2 decimal points. Right here, I can take away decimal places. Click on it once, 1 0 went away, click on it again, and that's it, they're gone. Click away from it. So you can do a lot of things here. You can make this very attractive and so on. You can also insert, you have the gallery function right here, just like we did in the word processing program. So you can do some dressing up of this by clicking on that. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to click on that and I get the gallery. And one of the areas is finance, for example. So I can use any of these symbols. Let me use the money bag right here. Take it again, just like in the word processing program, click on it, hold it, and drop it where you want it. There it is. Again, you can control the size by going to the corner and making it smaller and drag it around to where you want to have it. So have it there. So there are a lot of things you can do here. You can highlight a cell, for example, by using a different background color right here. You can control the color of the font. Let's do a background color here of black. So the font is not going to be visible, but let's do black there. It's visible now. If I click away from it, I'm going to lose the color of that because it's going to be black on black. Let me demonstrate. Oh no, it was smart. It automatically changed the color. That's a new feature in this, by the way. I didn't know that. I'm going to click on that though and change the font color to yellow. I want it really bright. So there you go. So you can do a lot of things here to make this attractive. Let me open up the sidebar here again by dragging it open. And I am going to go here to the preview button, which I mentioned before. This is going to show me how the document actually looks. Okay, there it is. My money bag is too far over. I could change the orientation. Of my sheet here if I wanted to. But let's go back and let's close the preview. Click on the money bag and put it right here so it's going to show up in that. Let's go to the preview again. And there it is. One problem. This is kind of hard to see. I want this to come out with borders around it so it's easy to read. I'm going to close the preview again. I am going to click on this first box here, hold the mouse and drag it over everything here, and then right here, if I click on the little arrow, it gives you all the options of where you might want lines to appear. I want them all around, all borders. I'm going to click on that once. And now this has a border in it. So if I go into the preview again, that's better. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy our video, please like our video below. And please subscribe to our channel. That way you can get regular notifications of when we post new videos and so on. Like always, right in the description section, you will have links to any products, any software, any websites that we mention in that particular video. You will also have a link there to our membership area. We have a membership course that we make available, and please click on the link, take a look. It has an explanation of what the course is about. And again, don't forget to like our video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.